He's all
No, no. Oh shoot. Hello, everyone. We are live.
hello.
It's your girl Montique and Callie. Joy will be here soon. We are going to talk about. I'm echoing a little bit, Callie. Love and Marriage, Huntsville, season 6, episode 4, Blaque Explotation.
Okay.
Right. So Callie, I'm gonna see if I'm echoing when we watch it.
I put on glasses, y'all, because this wig ain't right. Look at what
She is
the
killed.
parts.
Let me see if I can hear myself echoing.
Well, but then you can see that I need a reduction. Hold on, child.
It is echoing, Callie.
Is it okay? Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes. And it's not echoing.
Okay.
All right. So Callie had on her earphones. She was trying to be cute. And but anyway.
Stop that, okay?
So Joy will be here in a second, but we're gonna talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let me turn off because I'm here. What's my question?
Well, first of all, it's their 100 episode was Saturday.
Oh yes, 100 episode. A lot of people didn't get to watch it because, and Carlos was upset about it. For some reason, some cable companies or streaming services or whatever made it seem like it was a rerun. So people didn't know it was a new episode. If you had a DVR set up and it didn't say do everything, it didn't record because it looked old. So I don't know what their numbers are going to look like.
I wonder what about it looks like a rerun because it had a different name and it had a different number. So that's crazy.
It didn't work for you or Joy, right? It didn't record for neither one of y'all. Yeah. And I watched it live, so I don't know if it would have recorded for me or not. But I just don't think that's fair, especially they wanted their 100 episode. I know.
Yeah, so that's going to show some low numbers, and now he had to use.
But how would you rate the show?
How do I mean, it's okay. I give it a 7.
Okay, that's good for you.
What about you?
Same. I'll give it a 7. I feel like it's picking a little bit. Do you think they're showing Martell a lot or no? Or is it just me? Okay.
No, I don't think they are. You get the feeling?
Yeah, I feel like he's not being utilized. And maybe they're waiting on Sheree.
I don't know what it is, but he's not on there a lot. And then Marcel didn't think he was on there a lot because he was complaining a couple of weeks ago. He kept saying, "Coach, let me in. Coach, let me in."
No, he was not.
Yes, he was.
So since we're talking about what's his name? Martell and Sheree. Let's talk a little bit about what did you think about the little trailer of Atlanta? Because it'll start on the 7th, so we'll be doing that here soon. And his chemistry with Sheree.
Oh gosh. I mean, the chemistry is cute. Clearly, Sheree likes Martell. And the way she grabbed his little bald head. Aww. And, because I can only imagine them doing that in private when she's grabbing it, making sure it's in the right place. Okay. So I get all that. But the whole thing with Kenya just looked wrong to me.
Yeah.
Just looked wrong. So I don't know if he's like, I don't want to call him another Peter because I love Peter. But, sometimes Peter could get into the girls' conversation. And it sounds like that's what Martell is going to try and do. So it looked like it's going to be interesting, but Kenya seemed to be really pissed off.
So I wonder what he said. She seemed mad.
Well, did you see the other interview that he was on where he said he did text her or DM her, but it was like over a year ago? And it was just to say thank you for something? Whatever.
And anybody believe Martell know he's a liar.
And then Martell told Sheree on the little clip, he said, well, have I ever met her before? I don't think I have. Now, doggone well you met her if she's in your DMs. So I honestly believe Kenya.
And why would he try to minimize it? If it wasn't something what it was. But I want Sheree to win. I feel like Sheree has a bad picker. She picks men who are not available emotionally or just physically. Let's just say that for her. And I don't know if that's what she wants. But did you hear what Martell said that Sheree was going to have kids and she 50s? What?
Did he say she was willing to have kids? I mean, because when I was talking about that, I'm like, what? Huh? No. Why would she do that?
She wouldn't. She would not. She don't even want his kids in the chateau.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I'm like, you say she don't want his kids up in there, okay? I just don't see. But now the rumors are saying that they are no longer together.
I heard that.
Which I guess I'm not shocked because I don't know how close the recordings are versus what we see them doing on social media and everything. Because when we are watching him on TV, he clearly still wants his family.
I think so too. And that would be, if I was Sheree watching this, if we were together, we wouldn't be anymore because he does not claim her. And she's like, I want him to move here. How you gonna want a man with 4 kids to move close to you, first of all?
Yeah, so I think, and I would love to be wrong, but I really think Sheree is like, anybody else is, they've already been married before and divorced. We're older.
Yes.
We have to wait the whole 2-year thing to get married. I really think she wants to move really quick with stuff and would marry him in a heartbeat. Yes, I do. But having said that, I mean, why wouldn't they do that just for a spinoff show and all that fun stuff and get some extra money? Then break up. We know y'all gonna break up.
That'll work. I mean, you do need to get your coins. Yes. I'm not mad at that. I'm really not, because he needs some money, evidently, right?
And so does she.
And she does too. I don't understand why she don't do a fine booty workout.
Is her booty fine? I don't know.
I think her booty is really good.
I ain't never looked at it, I guess.
Well, I mean, she works out. He works out. So that could be money for her.
That's true. I mean,
she just don't follow through. But anyway, okay. So I'm going to rate this episode. We're going to go back to, what would you rate the trailer? Are you excited about Atlanta? Because we will start doing that next week because it comes on Sunday. So,
I mean, I guess I'll give the trailer an 8.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It made me.
And guess who I heard he hanging out with?
Who?
Drew's husband. Of course, those two little people together as well.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is too. And so then one of the girls was talking about it on YouTube today. She said he's hanging out with Drew's husband, and she doesn't know how long that's going to go on because of their divorce. She doesn't know how many episodes the guy's in. I'm gonna send you a link to her.
Oh, I need to watch that.
She is going all the way in on Martell. I'm like,
that is horrible. Okay, so do we want to talk about, until Joy gets here, do you want to talk about everything we say is allegedly our opinion, entertainment purposes only, because we're about to talk about some stuff we heard. Yeah. So no suing us because we just talking. The stuff that we heard about not the lawsuit, what is it called? Custody battle?
Yeah.
Is that the wording? So we learned that from what people are saying, word on the street, according to Giselle, as she says, she can't film the kids anymore, right? Or neither one of them can.
Neither one of them.
Neither one of them.
Why though? Why? What do you think it is for him? We know that he wants sugar mama money and all that, but absent any of the side businesses they have, what they have been. I mean, the girl, we saw her get born on the show. The baby, sugar mama. Why do you think he's now trying to stop it? I get he's broke.
Yeah.
Do you think that's all there is to it?
Well, I think when things have, I think this scene that's going to be next week, where he just pops up at the party, I think because he's not allowed to be in the space with her, with the kids, he doesn't want, because that's why people be like, oh, he's such a great dad. But if he can't be seen in that light, and she's like, no, get away, and people know that he's going for custody, it makes him look bad. He don't want anything that makes him look bad. But I think it's going to hurt him too.
Yeah.
And then they say he's going, Angela, she knows a lot. She be in the groups too. What have you heard about the lawsuit, the custody battle? They say that he wanted some sugar mama's money. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, that's dirty. Because he doesn't even like her being called sugar mama.
Why?
I don't know. He said her name is Melania. She is not. He would never call her sugar mama.
Then why is he trying to get sugar mama's money?
I don't know. What else did you hear? What else did you hear, Callie? I can't remember.
About the court papers.
Yeah, the court papers. What else did they say?
It also mentioned that he wanted all of her financial information. He wanted contacts of who she's with when she goes out of town, name, addresses, and phone number, where she's going to be, and all this. Just why does he need to know all that? He wants every ounce of personal information about Melody that he can get.
So did the judge agree to this or say no, or do we know?
The case is over now, and no, she didn't agree to any of this.
Okay.
But, one thing I was listening to on that call, and I don't know if this is out there yet or not, but they are really saying that they say Melody fans. I don't know that I believe that, but the judge has been getting threats. They are trying to take the judge in the case down. Fortunately, the trial is over. There's nothing else that can be done. It's over. But yes, people have been calling in trying to get the judge disbarred. They've been making threats to the family. I mean,
why?
I'm thinking that girl, that the judge is automatically on Martell's side is the only thing I can think. But my thing is, why would anybody go at the judge over a custody case? That judge ain't got nothing to do with it. She's gonna look at the facts and make her decision.
Okay, so it says he wanted to control the money. He doesn't have the money to keep going back to court. So, because he didn't really want to go to court, he just wanted to go to mediation.
See.
Oh, Alabama's a daddy state.
Which,
I mean, I don't see anything wrong.
So then why did the people feel the need to attack the judge? You know,
what did the judge do to make people want to attack her? I know that she said neither one of them were doing co-parenting right, which is probably true. So, but you can't be mad at the judge for that if that's her observation. But it didn't seem like anything else was so bad. She didn't get child support, right? He didn't get child support.
Nope.
They still have the same 50-50 custody. So why would you be mad at the judge if she didn't do anything?
Well, so I guess this was all while the case was going on. They didn't know that it would close out like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I just couldn't believe how serious they were about it. These people that went for the judge.
That's crazy because you don't mess with no judge.
Yeah, and they're trying to say that it was Melody fans. My thing is, come on. The only person who would do that, in my opinion, and this is not that he did do it, but I would think that would be Martell setting something like that up.
Yeah.
A follower of her.
Yeah, you know.
Go to the link. Oh, and the girl also said, and I think you'll link to that if you ever want to watch it. But the girl also said that they are coming at some of the bloggers, so to speak. So she said, be careful what you post and what you say, because they are trying to check everything so they can continue their investigation of who this is coming for the judge.
Oh, okay. Well, it ain't us because we don't have time to go after judges. Okay, we grown women. We ain't that invested.
We ain't the one. Okay.
I like Mel, but no. I don't think anything happened that was that serious. I mean, it could be some things that people don't agree with, but not enough to go towards the judge. Okay, so I think I missed the first part. I kind of went back to watch, but it started off. Did I rate it? I think I gave it 7. Callie's gone. I'm by myself, people. Hopefully she'll be back. Somebody talk to me, please. See all my flowers on my lamp from my hair? It's not. There they go. Look, I just pick it off every morning. Trying to think what I can talk about. Okay, so when Callie comes back, hopefully, here she goes. I was about to go into some stuff, honey. Y'all know I can talk about anything without Callie. Okay. Joy is supposed to be coming. That's why we kind of talked about other stuff in the beginning to try to wait for Joy, but we ain't got all day for Joy. So and we need her on here because we know she's gonna take up for Martell.
Yeah, because we can't just talk about Martell without Joy defending him.
And I don't want to talk about Martell, but we can just drag him and he just won't have no help, and that's fine with me. We try to be fair and balanced, but I have nothing good to say about this man at all. And at first I was rooting for him. But after this, him wanting money from Sugar Mama, try to get child support, suing her for custody. You know, I just feel like if you want to co-parent and you want to be successful at it, don't be suing me and then trying to walk me out at the party.
Yeah. I don't know. And help me with this. I really don't understand it. If the kids, when they are with Melody, are doing their little side businesses that Melody set up, why do you think he feels entitled to the money?
I don't know.
He didn't set the business up for the kids. She did.
He didn't meet with the chemists. He didn't put any, because you got to put some initial money down or get some people to help invest with you. He didn't do. All he did was give some sperm. I mean, I don't know.
I really think. I don't know. I just that's strange to me.
Okay, we're gonna get to the episode, but I want to ask this question. Do you think that Martell is, I mean, I feel like he still does want her, but do you think it's the fact that he is losing? In his mind, nobody rejects him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the fact that she is done, is making him unhinged.
Yeah. I
think
absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe that. And in the comments, people are just continuing to say that it's because of Melody. He's not being successful. She's trying to stop him and all that. No, he is not getting what he wants from this situation. Martell is not getting what he wants. And so that is holding him back, in my opinion. He can't let it go.
And it's not like she was like, oh, you did a book with the children. I want some of that money. No, she didn't ask for any of that. So I don't understand why he did. I don't know. I don't know. So let's go and talk about the episode. We ain't gonna wait for Joy. Martell wasn't in this episode that much anyway, so we ain't gonna talk about him much. But
yes.
So it started continuing the fight. Well, not the fight. We're gonna say the argument between Stormy and Kiki and Tiffany, basically. The trifecta of crazy.
For real.
Right.
So, yeah. So, but here's my thing.
Go ahead.
Tiffany. Oh, child. Listen. Okay. Tiffany is all upset. She says, you know, you're going against your family. How could I don't need to have been there. I just think it's wrong, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I get that. Going against your family is not the right thing to do. But didn't she go against her family when she cheated?
Right. And Sheree gonna tell her that too. So you don't think Kiki's a good fit? Angela, will you let us know why as we talk? I feel like Kiki will be a good fit if they don't try to portray her as this tattletale, sneaky family member. Right. Like she wouldn't, like her business won't put out there either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's what I was about to say as well.
Yes. And if they make her story a come up and not a, you know, so we'll see. But Tiffany, what did she say? Okay, so you repeated. She said something like, "You went against your family."
You went against your family, so it doesn't matter if I was there or not. I mean, it's still I don't have to be there. And yeah, she said, "Well, you don't know what you're talking about." And Tiffany had the audacity to say, "I always know what I'm talking about."
Tiffany is
want to know how much you paid to be on the show. I don't know.
And Tiffany she wants to be relevant, and she gonna do what she needs to do. Now, what do you think about when Kiki was getting so mad and Tish got up and like grabbed her face? Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. But was she getting mad at Tiffany or Stormy?
First Tish was getting mad at Stormy because she was like, I don't want to talk about that right now. Let's stop. And Stormy kept bringing up the cheating rumors that was said.
So Tisha, when Tisha kept saying stop. And Stormy didn't want to stop. Stormy thinks it's her right to run her mouth like that.
Now, who is Karen?
So hard.
Who is Karen?
Who's Karen? Let's see.
Joyisha's here.
I was mad at Kiki for not cursing Karen out.
Who is Karen? Is that Tiffany? Because Tiffany can be a Karen.
Wait, hi Joy, you okay?
Hey Joy, we're waiting on you. We kind of talked about your cousin a little bit.
Who
is your brother? Is he your brother?
Yeah. He could be my first cousin.
Right. Because we were saying the court case, not custody battle rumors. Did you hear any of them?
The only
wanted sugar mama's money and child support and
I did. I also heard that the judge went off on both of them and said
that's what I heard too.
That they were both being unreasonable. They are. They both are unreasonable. For the life of me, you know, I don't know if he's ever extended the holidays that he has with Melanie. I don't know if he does. I hope he does.
Well, what I heard today is that when it's his time to get the kids, he's usually not available to take them. Now, I was so surprised to hear that.
Well, how's he going to see Sheree every weekend? But he got the kids because she said that on the ATL trailer.
What?
That he comes to see her every weekend. But how's he doing that if he has the kids?
I'm sure he's doing it every other weekend.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah, it's probably every other weekend. And it's probably, unless they got like a Monday to Monday deal or, you don't know, or Sunday to Sunday. It depends on their situation is. The issue that I have with them and why this show is no longer interesting, they should be growing at this point. At this point, because it's almost, I don't even want to talk about Melanie and Martell. Like, it's ridiculous at this point.
But the custody battle, though, Joy, don't you think that kept it going?
they're still fighting. Girl.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Joy, what do you think about the people that were threatening the judge? Did you hear about all that?
I didn't hear about that. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What do you mean threat? It was like who was threatening the judge?
Okay, maybe not threatening. Okay, they were trying to get the judge disbarred. They were calling in complaints against her, all kind of stuff, and it's all in these court papers that I wasn't going to pay for today. Okay, but yeah, they.
I wonder
where, and I
how much you bet those of them. How much you bet is the Mellow Minions?
Well, that's what they are trying to say. I don't believe that.
I mean,
I really don't,
because nobody is that strong for Martell.
Right.
That is true. Nobody's fighting for him.
Yes, they are, because you think about it. Remember the alleged crimes that Martell and them's family committed, and yet they say they spared him from going to jail. So he's clearly got somebody willing to do some backing up for him.
I can't even believe you really think that's what the situation is.
No, I don't really think that.
On steroids.
I don't know.
Literally.
Who's on steroids?
Anybody that they think is going against Melanie. I don't care if it's Stormy, her mama, Destiny, her whoever. Like, that's insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joy has entered the room.
I can't use your words, Monty. Sorry. Go ahead, Callie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joy has entered the room.
But my question is, what did the judge do to Melody for them to do that?
I heard that.
Go ahead.
That he got on her about being unreasonable about some things. That's and because they reported that. No. The judge did.
But he got on both of them, right?
I heard that he came down, according to one of them bloggers. This is a blogger that I'm not familiar with that much. Who his video is on, it's not long either. He did I wonder, could I find it? He did a little thing, it was maybe about 12, 13 minutes, allegedly talking about the court case. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Okay.
But they're saying that he came down on Melanie hard. I think and he specifically talked about Melanie. He said he did have some words for Martell as well, but according to this vlogger, that he came down on Melanie hard.
Well, see, and then I heard that Martell went off on the judge and wanted to throw some chairs, but that was a mediation. So it's so many different stories out there.
They said he didn't even show up for the last one.
For the last one, yeah.
And why do you think he didn't?
Because they say he couldn't afford his lawyer, but I don't know if that's true or not.
They said that the lawyer asked for a continuance. He didn't have to.
So he didn't have to. Did the judge grant?
They were sitting there waiting on him, though. So
I know, but they asked for a continuance.
But if the judge didn't say yes, you have to show up, though.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I heard. I have, I don't know. I don't have no inside track. I'm just going by somebody. Look, let me be clear.
I know, but I think if
somebody said that they asked for a continuance, so he wasn't going to be there. He didn't have to be there for that. They were waiting, but whomever came, that's what they asked for.
Also, while they were waiting, the judge said, "They said I can't make it. I want a continuance."
Yeah,
while they came to court.
That's to my understanding. That's what happened. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going by. We piecing together what people are saying. We don't. I don't know nothing.
So we kind of talked about the trailer. Then we're gonna get into the episode. What did you think about the Atlanta trailer with Martell?
Did y'all see the video? I think I sent it to you all of Martell with doing some promotions with Carlos King.
I didn't watch it, but I saw the Secret Lovers video and I thought that was hilarious.
And he was on
my girl's done.
Was that the Breakfast Club?
I think it was on Dish Nation.
Maybe it was Dish Nation, but it was the guy that's from the Breakfast Club.
Was it Tamar?
No, Tamar and somebody else.
Okay,
so it was Dish Nation. Anyway, they were talking about the trailer and Kenya saying that he tried to holler, and he said,
he didn't sound like he was making much sense.
And he said when she said that, I was like, huh? Was I in her DM? So he said he went to his phone and looked, and she said it was like 6 months ago, like a couple of months before he tried to holler at Kenya. So, I thought about you specifically, Callie, when he said this, because you could even put context to the date. He said he went in the DMs and he looked. He said, "Oh, I did DM her." But what he DM'd her was from an interview that she did with Carlos King on Instagram Live. You know that interview because you said it's that made you start watching Huntsville.
I don't remember
that was like 2 years ago.
That was his point. And literally, that's what he
believe that, Joy, because she didn't say nothing good about him.
But he has proof.
But why would he say thank you if she didn't say nothing good about him?
Yeah,
he did.
And how would he forget it?
He didn't say. No.
How would he forget it? I'm not even being.
He said thank you or something. Callie.
You don't just forget.
No.
More.
He said
all
he said. She was talking. She was talking about the show. If you specifically remember, she was hyping up the show. And he said he dropped in her DMs and said, "Thank you for hyping up the whatever. I appreciate the support." And Kenya was talking about him because she was talking about how fine he was and stuff. Yes, she was.
Well, I don't remember that part.
You mean at the reunion? At the reunion?
No,
she's saying when he was on Carlos. I don't remember her saying how.
I don't remember her sitting around talking about Martell.
This was like in the middle of the pandemic.
So maybe that's why he tried to talk to her, because she said he was fine.
He didn't know.
How do you know that?
Joy believes anything this man.
I hope he drops
even all of a sudden.
I hope he. Well, I'll tell you one thing.
We know Martell's a liar.
According to him, he showed Sheree to Texas.
And you don't think he deleted anything, Joy?
No, but
do you remember what happened with on Basketball Wives when what's her name was like, "I'm gonna show you the real."
Yeah,
but I don't get more believe Martell tried to talk to Kenya than the man inside of the moon.
I think.
Yeah, but at that time,
it was alive. It was alive.
It was alive. I watched it. What's so crazy is you think that Coleslaw is on a different level than Kenya. Like, I would see him wanting to probably be with the Kenya before her, in my opinion.
I don't see it.
Why? Because he want a woman with no sex. What? Why?
I no.
So he gonna want a Sheree who want to love after lockup? I mean,
first of all, 2 years ago, Kenya was very married.
Well, that's what I was about to say also.
Yeah, let's start there.
So then that's more.
It was like he was very married too. He was somebody else, Joy.
So Kenya was not flirting with him when she was with Mark. Come on now.
But he's a cheater.
I'm too stressed out to have this argument, so I'm gonna let y'all.
No, I got you. But what does having to be married got to do with anything? Martell don't care about marriage. Okay, anyway.
And that is true. We do know that. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Was she not married? I don't remember if she was married or not.
I don't even remember the situation.
It's what made me watch Love and Marriage Huntsville.
But I do know that if Kenya Moore reaches out to you, you ain't gonna forget Martell. Please, you always looking for the
She didn't reach out to him. He admits that he popped in her DMs.
Okay, whoever it was
for the things that she was saying in the interview.
Well, maybe let's watch Atlanta and see what happens.
My point is, he said he I've never met her, have I? He wouldn't forget if he's talking to Kenya Moore. Let's just be real clear. He wouldn't.
He minimized it. But I mean, if him and Sheree are happy, which I heard they weren't still together anymore, but they could be. I think Sheree. Okay, we'll talk about that when Atlanta come on because I got a lot to say. Okay, let's go ahead.
I don't think neither one of them have labeled what they're doing. Both of them said that they're just dating. They were just dating. None of them said it was. Neither one of them act as if this was a serious relationship. These are people of a certain age. Why two people can't see where it's going? They trying to figure it out. Everybody wanted to link it as if this was some love connection. They just figuring it out.
Well, George, she said, "I want Martell to move closer to me." That ain't figuring nothing out. Yeah. You got a man with 4 kids.
She was talking about because of that energy she was talking about.
Do you know how fast a plane ride is? What? No, she was like, and the door is open for love. Sheree is talking in a totally different vein.
I didn't see that. I saw that clip. I didn't see that she was. All she's saying is that her door isn't shut. That don't necessarily mean that he's the one that she gonna love and he gonna love you back.
Thank you,
she's
Angela.
just open to dating. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I was telling somebody this earlier.
Maybe I just,
but she doesn't. You're right, Angela, but she doesn't.
That's not what
nobody has ever labeled their relationship. If you listen to what they're saying, he said, yeah, we're seeing one another. I mean, nobody got past that. I ain't heard nobody say, oh, that's my man, that's my girl, or we trying to figure. I mean, they're seeing one another. I think that we were more excited about seeing them hook up.
She did.
Sheree has said they're dating. Sheree has said that.
She said it on the clip.
Dating, yeah, nobody's arguing and saying that.
But he's not even saying that.
Dating, and you saying that's my man. That's two totally different things. People, you can date multiple people at the same time, but it's kind of like the argument I used to have about as adults. Eventually, you could just be kicking it. And then one day you realize, oh, I might like you. We might need to have a talk. The talk is, are you seeing anybody else? Because I'm not. I want this to be exclusive. Everybody has to have that conversation. You at least we ain't 12 no more. Like you should have that conversation. Nobody should just be assuming this is my man, or unless you sit around like Steve Harvey waiting on him to acknowledge you as his girl. I don't do that. I ain't do that.
So you just saying they're just showing,
wouldn't be doing it.
This is the only person they showing on TV though. Like this is the only.
I mean, I don't know what they're doing or what they're not. I'm just saying
we all
no
know,
one
though,
has ever labeled them. Neither one of them have labeled what they have. And
she has labeled it, Joy. You don't.
You don't feel like women get feelings faster than men. I think she can. I don't see anything wrong if she's got feelings either. But okay, anyway. We're gonna watch Atlanta May 7th. We'll be on here another day to talk about it. Okay, let's finish up.
Sunday? Is that this Sunday?
It's Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna be doing. I guess we'll be doing them back to back, y'all. Chat. Okay. Anyway, so the fight at the spa. What did you think about Tish Joy? I asked Callie grabbing what's her cousin name? Kiki's face when did you catch that part of the argument? Was that aggressive or is that just trying to snap her out of it? So she would. I don't think she was going to try to fight Tiffany.
I don't think she was going to try to fight her, but I think she was trying to. I think that she wants to change the narrative. And Tiffany is a person that says things for shock value. She probably is
with a baby under 40.
Child. What do you call it? What do you call it? She seems like she doesn't. I don't see many emotions from her. So she'll say something and hurt you and you mad. And she like, well, what?
To my Tiff?
What I do? Yeah.
Yeah, she is very nonchalant.
So she's a chick that does things for shock value.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to kind of regroup your head because you could lose it with her. So I could see why she grabbed her face like, girl, she ain't even worth your time to be sitting up here arguing with. Although she wasn't lying, let's be clear. I don't like Tiffany either, but it ain't nothing she said that was a lie.
What do you think about Stormy when she kept trying to bring up the cheating thing and what was said, and Tish kept saying, I want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about that right now. Do you think Stormy was pushing it, or is that just what happens on reality TV? Like, we're going to talk this out.
It wasn't no talk out because it wasn't so much about more so than it was really about your cousin. Tisha know what she know what she dealing with.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely. She knows what she's dealing with. Like her cousin is a snake in the grass. She's already proven, whatever, that she'll do whatever to get whatever it is, whatever her objective is. And if that's to get on the show, if I got to go through Melanie and throw my little cousin under the bus a little bit, I will.
But she was supposed to be on the show though anyway, right?
And it ain't right. That's what they say. I don't know if that's true, but that's the insinuation that we kind of got based off a couple of hashtags. Because when she first hit the scene, when Kiki had first hit the scene, and it was she had a hashtag, and it was like, we were supposed to do this together. So you kind of get the impression that Kiki may have been, this is just our assumption, we don't know.
Right,
that Kiki may have been trying to move in with Melanie and Martell or something. And that's why they felt like they may have told her. We don't really know.
Yeah, that's what that makes sense.
As big as their family is,
right.
As big as their family is, I can't even think of.
But they're not in Huntsville.
And then wasn't Tisha Marceau living in the townhouse that Mel and Martell owned? Wasn't that their townhouse? The first townhouse they lived in?
I don't know.
Allegedly.
They did own a townhouse, but I wasn't sure if that was it, because they lived in a townhouse recently, like maybe a year or two before this show. That was their first place. And those townhouses are really nice too. Yeah. I actually have driven by them. They actually are really nice.
Yeah. Well, so what I heard allegedly was they needed somewhere to film. They didn't want to film in that house they're in now. This is allegedly. Yeah, so Mel and Martell let them stay in their townhouse.
But they sold it, I thought, before that, unless they filmed it then.
They filmed it and then they sold it. So that's why they had to leave.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard.
You can see the sale date. There is a sale date.
We need to look and see.
I tell you what's sick is them Mellow minions actually found the condo. They know the sale date. That's why I thought the sale date. That's why I said they owned it kind of close.
Really?
Like 218 close.
Ooh.
Like
so maybe Kiki didn't have nowhere to go but Mel's house.
I have no idea.
If that's and they must have been written that other house, so she couldn't go live in that house. Right. So I don't know, maybe so, but I don't know. I still feel like they shouldn't told that girl's business unless she was gonna move in with them. So
and I'll even agree with that. But it does sound like she was sick. It wasn't just somebody.
Oh yeah, she was on it.
Had gotten a little, was just popping pills and realized I need to go get help now. She was doing some
She's
stuff.
in one of those groups that don't like Mel, so they find anything wrong with Mel, so she know all the tea. One of them real bad. And
look, let me tell you something. It's I'm in like 3 or 4 Huntsville groups, and one of those groups are off, like
awful.
Oh my
they
God.
Cray. I had to leave that one. I had to go.
Sometimes I try not to respond, but every once in a while respond. But even when I respond, I try to be careful. Like, I hope all of they win. I'd be like, when people were arguing about something last week, I just respond, I want them all to win. Why is it that we only root for one person? I don't understand it.
I don't get it. But okay, so let's see what else I got, y'all. So when Mel left, did you feel like she was trying to have a moment, or would you have like, I'm out of here because we ain't supposed to be fighting at the spa?
Well, why was she whispering?
Well, she was sick.
She was sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Because when she was talking like that, Stormy just was staring at her like she is a character. Stormy was looking at her. I cannot believe she's talking.
So if you watched the episode before, she was letting them know that she almost didn't come because she was sick, but she decided to come anyway. So yeah. She needed her honey.
She was being condescending because that's how you talk to children. So you talk like this, and then you talk slow. But she did say this. I'll give her this. She said that what they cut out was her saying, first of all, that I don't want to be arguing in here. Come on, y'all, let's stop. With some things that they cut out before that. They don't make the cut.
But she was like, if this is what y'all find peaceful, then I don't want to be here.
Okay.
What she say?
What's crazy is the person that they were sitting around arguing about an event that she threw.
But that event was so long ago. Why are they still talking about this one event? They don't even talk about when Destiny threw the chair. I mean, that was bigger to me when Destiny threw the chair, Stormy, and he's like, what's up? That's what's up. To me, that's a scene I would be talking about more than
what's crazy is she's trying to exonerate herself. That's what's the issue is Kiki.
Look at Leanna.
Leanna, honey. Yeah, me and Leanna, she's a She don't like
Leanna
Mel
said
either.
the fakeness of it all. Okay.
Yeah. A few people don't like Mel, which I love. They come in here. Let's see. So let's go to Hoochie Daddy shorts. That's all I got.
Who had on
And my
Hoochie Daddy
message.
shorts?
Okay, at the baseball.
What?
Girl, you know you be looking. I
Why
ain't
is
paid
she
it
for
no
the
attention.
Hoochie Daddy shorts? What?
At the baseball thing when they was
Did
there.
Martell have
No.
that?
And Martell had on Tank's shorts. Y'all know y'all saw them shorts. Y'all
I ain't see it.
ain't no way.
Mel had on tank shorts?
No, Martell.
I don't remember it, but I wouldn't doubt it.
The only thing I wrote down was Hoochie Daddy shorts. Like, yeah.
Were they short or just tight?
Short and tight.
Oh.
Like, and blue. I was like, what? Like Baby Gap. Is that a shirt? No. Yes.
She said Baby Gap.
Please go find the joy. Them Hoochie Daddy shorts. Who else watched? Who else? Am I the only one that noticed the shorts?
Yes.
And if it was baseball, I wanted to see Big Lou because ain't that what he teaches? Like,
but they said he was doing something else.
Oh,
baseball related.
Hey, so Marsha, so you see, I didn't see the beginning. I just saw the Hoochie Daddy shorts, and I was like, "What's going on?" And then my next, those are actually what they are wearing. Shorts are getting shorter, so those shorts are in style. The Hoochie, I don't think my man will ever wear those, but we shall see. If he wants to, I mean, it ain't right to me. But if that's what they want to wear, and then the Scots, another thing I have. It's not. But so you notice the shorts. Thank y'all. Kelly and Joy don't be looking at the clothes. I do.
I do be looking at them, but they have to be worth looking at. So no, I didn't notice the shorts.
And then the next thing I said, the Scotsmen are not athletic. So why do they always want to meet playing basketball, baseball? They just ain't
that's
it.
What men do in their
Is that what, even if you ain't athletic, is that what you do?
I'm like, what does okay, a little bit off subject, but
go ahead.
Subject. What does Maurice do all day if he's not practicing law yet?
Don't he close titles, right?
He was credit repair and going to bar school.
I know that they advertise for him to do titles. He's a real estate lawyer.
Like a closing aid. Like, yeah, he does title things and real estate closings and
okay, so he's not the one that's going to be
he's a closing attorney, yeah. Because Kimmy had it.
She advertised something about him closing time. He's a closing attorney. Yeah, that's what he was.
Yeah. See,
and then, on season 1, I was looking back at some of the clips because it's their 100th anniversary or whatever. But on season 1, Kimmy introduced herself as a real estate agent. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah, she was on that house closing. What was that show?
Well, that was a couple seasons ago, but I mean from season 1, it said nothing about her being a nurse. So I was surprised when I saw that today. Anyway,
I thought she was the type.
I agree, Miss
something one business.
The 720. What's a good credit score? 740.
The credit business is what you're saying. Where his sister was
720 is good, but excellent is like
8.
Yeah. I know somebody who got like 839 or something.
I got good credit. My mom was.
I thought I could. Look, I just be trying to keep mine from getting under 700.
Yeah, just stay up there.
Yeah.
So
he's working that. He's not really working that. The sister works that. Okay.
But I thought she worked the scammer.
I mean, because it just seems like a kept man. I think Mr. Haven just said that. I'm just curious, but okay.
Okay, so next thing I have. So he said that Martell, one of the things that touched me that he said, not much he says touches me, but he said that he feels like his favor is coming back.
He did say that.
And I said, favor ain't fair, but maybe it's kind of going to be okay for him.
Who said that, Marcel?
Martell. Because he's doing that upscale interview and he felt like things are about to pick up for him.
I wonder how.
What I mean, like, not one is off subject, but does he still do the wine and does he still do the book? And like, we don't see him.
Well, I was reading the blogs, and somebody did say that Melody is stopping him from selling his wine, and I thought,
how?
How? I don't know that that's true. I just, I think that everybody who's seeing Martell not succeed the way Melody is, they think it's Melody's fault. It's like ridiculous. So Joy, why do you think he can't be successful?
So he still sells the wine. Well, where does he advertise it, Leanne? Like, where can you go and like
inest.com?
I don't think he's unsuccessful. I just think that Martell is a guy. Okay. He's not necessarily maybe an ideal guy. He's a brute guy. Mm-hmm. He's the kind of guy, somebody else is, the whole idea that the woman is the neck, the man is the head, but the woman is the neck.
He the brain.
He needs a woman that will help guide him in that direction. Doesn't make him a stupid man or whatever, but there are some people that do help keep you focused. And I think that he is having a hard time with that because Melanie was such a good manager in that regard. She was a person that, he was the person that would whisper in her ear, tell her, you got this. They really kind of needed one another. But she's also motivated, and she has a lot of mellow minions out there that are hyping her up. So some of the support that she may have not had before, she's really getting from social media. That's very evident because she thrives off of it.
But she's her own social media manager. When you are an entrepreneur, even Stormy is, in my opinion. Stormy don't have commercials out there like that. When you are a social entrepreneur, most of your stuff is going to come from your social media marketing and Facebook ads, and all those ads don't cost that much money at all. So Martell just needs to.
They're not expensive.
They're not. We use Martell at work. You do social media. We should probably be doing them for our Chatter Up actually, because they're not expensive, and you can hit the market.
What's not expensive? Tell me.
Give me
like $10. You can do a $5 ad and just hit a certain market. That say you want to do a perimeter, like I just want to hit the people. Yes, or you can hit a certain age group. You can target market. I mean, niche market. Martell could be doing all of that. He just needs to get somebody to help him. Melnika wasn't it.
And he can't get somebody because she been your home girl.
Melnika ain't it.
For all you need somebody that's really knowing what they're doing, who's gonna dot the I's and cross the T's, because I said the same thing about Tisha. Tisha got too much going for her to have your first commercial and you didn't spell reality.
Yeah, that was my heart.
And because it's like I said, I'm rooting for her. Like I'm rooting for
when I read it, I was like, I'm gonna tell her, but it was too late. They were stalking her in the comments. You hear me?
She had the business meeting. I mean, what was that meeting?
Actually, the meeting itself wasn't bad. And actually, I'm be honest, I thought it was
the whole bad.
In every reality show I've ever seen, they've done community work. I have never, I wouldn't have, because people were saying, wait a minute, let me finish. People were saying Marceau and them are getting paid. Let's talk about this. Every last one of y'all know they got to secure a venue. Right. There are certain things that you got to have.
I'm with you.
They would be lucky to break even.
That's not true.
You're not charging.
I can go get sponsorships. Okay, I throw events all the time. This is what you're talking about ain't true. I throw events all the time. These people have more connections than I ever could. They could get so many sponsorships that'll drive them wild. I mean, they wouldn't have to pay a dang on thing. Somebody can sponsor. You get a. We even have
it should be. It's charity. That's my point.
Right. So
my point is everything that they need, they're going to get. That doesn't mean
they didn't even think about sponsorships until Mel said it. They were
like, oh no, she didn't.
Yes, she did. Kimmy repeated it. If you go watch, she said, I mentioned the sponsorship stuff. And then Kimmy they cut her part saying it, but she mentioned it. And then Kimmy said, are we going to do sponsorships? Like, everybody should know that we have a fireworks show every 4th of July.
But I'm like, if it's a free event, you do sponsor it. But okay, so it's nothing wrong with that.
That's not. So you pay your people. You pay your people.
If
I'm
you
just
pay
pageants and got paid.
Sponsorships, I guess in my head, when I think of sponsorships, I don't necessarily think of cash. I think of somebody's going to give you a venue. Somebody's going to donate water. Somebody's going to donate.
Those are in-kind donations. That's totally different from a sponsorship.
But they didn't necessarily talk about that, because sponsorships, when I think of sponsorships, that's what I think of. I'm trying to get somebody sponsored, so I'm get a field trip, so I'm trying to get somebody to get this bus, to sponsor this bus, and then I call Target so they can get these luggage for the kids, and I'm trying to get this, so I'm calling this company to get, but I ain't trying to get no money. Like nobody's.
So that's different than sponsorship.
That's different. That's in-kind donation.
Yeah.
Those are donations. A sponsorship is like when somebody sponsors a thing and they pay for your fireworks sponsor. You pay for our fireworks.
Right. They're paying for it, but they're not sending me a check. That's why I said I'm calling Target. They don't send me a check. No, I just need 40 luggage. I just need 40 medium-sized luggage pieces. So I'm calling Target to sponsor it. They're going to donate.
That's a donation. That's not a sponsorship.
Very, very, very different. I think they should have both.
Yeah. So a sponsorship, you get the money and then you pay for what you need. Well, this is how it is in my world. And then in-kind donation is if somebody donates you backpacks. They donate.
I guess in education we call it a sponsor.
Yeah,
we can't technically, we can take a check, but that ain't what I've asked for. That's not literally what I'm asking for. I want the stuff. Right. I don't care how much it costs. I would prefer you give me the stuff, because I hate to get a check and I'm under.
Right.
Anyway, so I have an objective, and I'm pretty clear on my objective when we wrote those letters for this senior trip. So it may be a little bit different. That's how I saw it.
Yeah, donations are different, and you can pay. Like I write grants sometimes, and people put my pay within the grant that they write. So this sponsorship that they're getting could pay for the speakers. You can put that within the thing. Right. These are professional people. Everybody's not going to speak for free just because it's in North Huntsville. And Tisha them was going to be making some money off of this. I don't care what nobody say. And this, because they even have their what you call that race they have. They get sponsorships for that race all the time. Right. Yeah. The Destiny's race.
This is like something that Scott and that Marcel and Tisha were going to do for themselves. They brought the other point. I don't even know why.
And they wanted to use everybody who had more followers than them to get the word out, but not give them any other kudos. And so I would have been a little offended, but I think they handled it well. But I do think they're getting paid by the show. I get paid by my job, but I still do want to get paid.
But I'm like, I hear y'all, but like for real, I wouldn't have even said that on the show while it was airing, because people do violence. Even if we're not getting paid and we're paying other people, I wouldn't have charged. We already getting paid to be on the show. So we getting paid to be on the show, to do what we doing on the show. It's volunteer, and you're not charging the people in the community.
Black people are below and not getting paid what they're supposed to get.
Isn't that a tax? Can't you use that as a tax write-off?
It depends on if you need it for a tax write-off. Do you want your money now, or do you want to write it off in taxes? It just depends on what you want to do.
But I'm like, when you're an independent person, like those kind of jobs where your job, I would think that anything that they did, because when I say anything that they did, like when you go to like a club, these celebrities, and they go to a club and they're saying, I give you $5,000 if you come and MC this event. Right. When you come and you MC this event, they send you $5,000. You can, they're not taking out taxes off that. It's up to you as the entertainer to pay your taxes.
Right.
So when you volunteer, here's a situation and you're volunteering and your rate is $5,500. You could literally use that whole $5,500 as a volunteer. I'm assuming, I don't know if it's being filmed. I don't know if you could, But I would assume if you're volunteering yourself, you could use that as a tax write-off. People do it all the time.
I think that
because I know that presidents
you have your own foundation, you're going to do stuff within your foundation for your tax write-off. I think that's kind of finagling a lot of money and keeping a lot of receipts. When
I know that presidents do that.
I would do it
like
that.
For colleges and that sort of thing. They'll waive that fee and use it as a tax write-off because TSU can't afford Barack Obama.
Right.
But if Barack Obama comes, he's the $1 million speaker, but he has spoke at people's colleges that don't pay that, and that's $1 million write-off.
Yeah, and I'm sure he had other stuff that he was doing while he was there too.
Yeah.
But
possibly, but I'm just saying it's $1 million write-off.
But I think that some of them have their own foundations where they do their tax write-offs through that. And at this, they didn't want a tax write-off. I think they were actually teaching us something because a lot of people don't realize that when you're an expert in something, you can get paid to speak.
Yeah,
you can get paid to speak. You can get paid for your time.
Knows that, but I think that I don't. If a person is presenting something to you that's free to the community, you can decide whether or not.
Yeah, they have a foundation. I used to work for college too. They have foundations where they do pay for appearances. But I don't know if they pay for Barack Obama. I don't know if they can afford it. But they do have.
Ain't nobody paying Barack Obama no. He literally is $1 million speaker, not figuratively, literally. If you really believe, I can't remember what school HBCU he spoke at. It's somewhere on the East Coast too.
But that's not wanting to give his time. I bet if he goes speak on a panel for something that he's advertising and using his namesake and his likeness for, they gonna pay him.
I'm sure he does. Yeah. They usually don't charge colleges though. Like they're gonna charge if you want me to come to a banquet. And yeah, he gonna charge you $1 million for that banquet. It's a fundraiser. That's totally different than a school, a non-for-profit school.
The crazy part for me is when she said how much you get paid to speak, they were always looking like, well, what should I charge? Like they've been speaking for free. Like they didn't even know they could charge people for their speaking time. And
I'm sitting here. That's what they I don't know. It's something a little slimy.
Really lost when that came up. The look on her face.
They look so lost. Yeah, there was nothing slimy about that at all. You just told me I had a freaking dark soul. Why you want me to do something free for you and I got a dark soul? Pay me.
Thank you. Yeah,
pay me.
And she looks
act like they best friends. Y'all act like this is not business. This ain't friendship right now.
Like, well, I wasn't planning on charging or taking pay. And I was like, Melody just kind of put her head down. Melody's doing a really good job of co-mingling with her, since, in the dark soul and all. Don't y'all think they're getting along good?
I think Carlos making them do it, and I like that they're doing it. But you can't expect me to do nothing for free for you. If me and you ain't look. I ain't doing free for nothing for nobody unless you was close to me. My time is money too. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. I'm with you.
And I think if she didn't get paid, she's not going. And that's fine. I wouldn't go. If you're not gonna pay me what I'm worth, then don't go. That's fine with me. But you're not gonna use my followers to get people at your event when you don't even have 10% of what I got. They don't even have any of the followers that she has. Like, she's gonna be bringing the majority of the people to these events.
Yeah.
Truth be told.
And I think Tisha knows that. That's why they reached out to them.
Right. So evidently something got managed where somebody got paid. Yeah. Or Carlos paid her extra to go, or something happened. So I will tell you that.
Like Tisha is still kind of trying to learn her way through business, even after 6 seasons. And why does Marsau kick her out of her own office without even telling her? What is up with this man?
Let's talk about that, because that man told him that was wrong.
Yeah. Wait a minute, what was wrong?
What the man told him that what he did to Tish was wrong.
Yes,
Gino.
It really was. You would think that he didn't need to. But why was Tish getting ready to cry out of being so proud of her husband for saying, I know I might do wrong, but I really thought I was doing right? She said, oh, babe, this is the happiest I've been in 20 years. I couldn't understand it.
But what do you say is not real,
Leanne? You should do it for free. Mel has to pay her team, dress her. Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know. I just think people don't like that lady so much that everything she do is gonna be slimy and grimy and wrong, and they don't consider what's happening. So I don't know, because I promise you, they didn't even know. They were like, how much did you charge? What's your fee? Like, they trying to live off her to find out what to do. And I'm like, you've been on this show for how long? But anyway, I wish I could be their manager. I ain't gonna lie. I would do some good stuff.
I would say something real nasty, but I'm not.
Go ahead, Cindy. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Ever.
Ain't about y'all.
Well, who then?
Do you remember when on the first season when Melody told Tisha that Melody.
Why would you even say something like that? You think
I'm just saying, don't ever be afraid to say something to me. You ain't gonna never hurt my feelings. I promise. Go ahead and say it. Honey.
I'm a yellow too.
I know how that works.
Huh?
Oh
yeah, okay.
Y'all need to quit it.
No, I was saying.
Now, don't do it to Callie though.
You ready?
On the first season,
it's kind of mean. It's kind of mean.
Well, we like mean on this show.
Before y'all start.
I was actually saying something.
Well, you said you weren't gonna say it, then you put your pouty lip in, and then you
not your pouty, Callie.
That's what she did. But go ahead.
Okay,
I'm gonna take myself off camera when I say it.
Oh Jesus, this is looking real bad. I'm scared. Hold on, where's the lighting?
Y'all ready?
Oh, Lord, it's my face. Go ahead.
Right. Y'all know doggone well ain't nobody paying Tisha to speak no.
Okay, so yeah,
we do know that. I would have to agree, but she is getting this
joy.
She's getting the confidence where of course,
joy. I didn't think you was gonna
say joy. Y'all are so wrong.
Oh, joy, that was kind of me. Okay, go ahead.
On the first season of the show, do y'all remember when Melody told Tisha that Melody was the blueprint that Tisha needed to follow? Do y'all remember that?
Say it one more time. I'm sorry. I'm still a little shocked. Go ahead.
Melody on the first season. Okay, I'm through with y'all. Just go to the next question. Okay.
Go ahead. I'm gonna go on mute.
Yeah.
I'm not used to Joy being that mean, so it's just tickling my soul. I'm crying over here.
I'm not used to her being that mean. Joy, who? I'm used to it.
Joy ain't said nothing. That was Callie's picture. That was Callie's picture.
Okay, go ahead, Callie.
I feel bad even saying that.
Males was the blueprint. Is that what you said? Callie, what you saying? Mel is the blueprint. What were you saying?
Yeah, that was 10 minutes ago.
Oh, what'd you say now? I'm sorry.
Go ahead to the next question.
Okay, moving on. So y'all know that in our thing I put, should a sponsorships be needed to execute a Black Expo? What y'all think?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can talk about the way she talks. Oh, child.
Okay, I don't like to talk about the way she talks, but I feel like whoever writes her scripts needs to stay away from S's, X's, P's. There's certain things that she just can't say. And I'm not being mean.
You're being mean.
I am not being mean. But you...
This coming from Joy, who just said ain't nobody gonna pay the girl.
And I didn't say that.
You
can't prove it. You can't prove it.
Y'all ain't right. I don't think anybody... Okay. Anyway, let's go on because I feel bad. Lord Jesus. Okay, so let's talk about what Gino said. So Gino was saying that he needs to make sure that that Tisha's involved. Do you think Marceau didn't learn this from Courtney? Didn't Courtney say this to him last season?
Marceau is trying to learn only from Marceau. He'll figure it out.
Hold on, somebody said they really think, it was Leanne, I think. Let me read this real quick and we can talk about it. I really think Marceau does this to get on fans' nerves because how they interact not on the show versus off the show isn't the same.
Oh. What's
the difference? Like, what do they do different?
What are you talking about?
What do they do different, Leanne? Who husband did that? Marceau did? Y'all ain't right. Y'all don't mean. But he said that. Do y'all think they really have $17 million? Or was that just the net?
Yeah, no.
Probably that was probably what those items were worth. Like if you build a hotel, and and I want to say it was like a Fairfield Inn, that was millions of dollars.
Is that what he's being sued for?
I think so.
Oh, I can't remember.
I don't know if it's for that one, but I don't even know. Some of these projects, I'm wondering, was he project manager on, or were they were they the builder?
So think about this cast, y'all. Marsal and Tisha are being sued. Stormy's being sued. Martell's trying to get stuff from Melody. Everybody on the cast was in court over this last 2 weeks. What the hell?
I guess more money, more problems, right?
I guess so.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Like literally.
Have we heard anything about their lawsuit? I don't keep up with them. Another thing, and I'm gonna just leave Tish alone, but on that commercial, when she was saying the number, she said O instead of 0. And that bothers me so bad when people say numbers and say O instead of 0. It may not anyone else, but I wish they would do it over and let her say 0. And I'm okay. It bothers my soul, y'all. It bothers my soul. Is it
when
just
they
me?
say O instead of 0? I don't know that I've ever even noticed it. No, it might just be 0. That's okay though.
But I am an English person. Like I did. That was my minor was business and writing and English and doing that. So that kind of stuff just bothers my soul. It just does. But I'm not being picky. The master's degree is in mastering. Y'all are so mean today. Okay. So Gino said that Tish should be his teammate. And that he needs to include her in the checks and balances of the business. So, Leanne, do you think that he portrays himself like that in front of Gino too? Because for Gino and Courtney to both say it, in my opinion, they would have to witness it, right? Or no? What? You haven't made it unless you have one lawsuit?
Didn't Stormy say you haven't made it unless you have one lawsuit?
I think with once you become a celebrity, people will come after you.
Oh my God. That's so scary.
Well, but that's true. But this is a bill collector coming after her. It ain't like it's the Inquirer. It's a little different.
But sometimes it is because people put liens and stuff on your house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you know that I literally could get your address if you live in a house and put a lien on your house. Anybody could put a lien.
Yeah.
Because somebody put a lien on me, and all you have to do is dispute it. And it was a crazy lien. I'm like,
that's crazy.
We didn't even know who this is. We couldn't even refinance our house until I was like, I don't even know who these people are. Like, you ain't did no work with me. And it was like a roofing company. I think they had the wrong address.
They had to.
Because I was like, I told the guy, when we wrote that thing, I said, I got the same roof on. We had when we bought the house. He put no roof on.
Can you come put one on here, please? I don't, y'all. So Leanne is saying this is a storyline. Would you want this to be your storyline, that your husband treats you like this?
No.
But it's been his storyline since season 1 too.
I don't know. I pray it is a storyline. But even his son said something. So they're putting their kids in the storyline too.
I love it that his son said that too.
Yeah.
You love it that the son said what?
His son actually said to him, I would never talk to my spouse like that.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't. It's the same respect of storyline. And it's, I want him to treat her better.
It sounded rehearsed to me. I didn't.
Mm-hmm. That is true. She's a woman and she's a Black woman. So, and 9 times out of they want you to work with small Black businesses and minority businesses on certain stuff. They want you to at least have some part of them in your contracts on your team. So Tish is great.
They say you can watch the premiere on Bravo.
Of what?
On YouTube of Atlanta.
Oh, let's watch it early. Then we can do both the shows on Monday. Because sometimes I Hello. Hey, Sandy. We'll probably let people on in a minute. We're going to get off here. He was just trying to get her to smile and look crude, Marcel. So are you saying when he set her down and she was like, oh, I've been waiting for you to say this to me, that, you know, I'm just your protector and I just want to protect you. Well, what is he protecting her from? Are they having money troubles? Like,
I think that most men, if you are the person that handles the money, I'm the person that handles the money in my house.
Mm-hmm.
My husband gives me an X amount of money. I pay the bills. Mm-hmm. It's a certain amount of stress when it was times when, you know, earlier on, I didn't really stress him out with it. Mm-hmm. I just tried to figure out how to, my grandma would say, rob Peter to pay Paul.
Amen. Yeah, I did that.
I just had to figure it out. But yeah. I didn't always get on him because, I mean, the reality is if I'm fussing at him, I don't want him to go do nothing stupid
like
to get it. I just figure it out.
He hear your voice and he just come on up. So but right now, shouldn't they be like celebrating? They have all these contracts. I mean, it could still be stressful, but y'all leave that lady's tongue alone. Does she still go to therapy? Or can you not get rid of it? Because I think sometimes it's just in you.
I'm finna get off this line, y'all.
Okay. Let's see, Maurice. Okay.
So it's here. I know this ain't.
No, it ain't. Send me the link. Send us the link and well, I don't know if we can put it in here. So is Kimmy giving Tisha office where they are? Because it seemed like she was gonna kick what's his name? Maurice, it's too many Mars, out of his podcast room.
Well, she said he hasn't been using it for a while. It's been vacant or empty. So I guess now that he has his law degree, he ain't been pod or casting.
Oh.
She said that he hasn't been using it, so that's why she's offering it up.
But my question is, I didn't ask, was it funny? I said, is there a way to like go and get like therapy for a speech impediment? But because some people have lists. Can you ever get rid of the list? You know what I mean? Like, is there?
Some people have a list that they. Wendy has a list. I don't know if y'all does. Yeah.
Sifa does.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
She has a list. Some people learn how to curve it. Like my daughter doesn't have a list, but I was actually surprised because this thing underneath your tongue. That's how hers is right here.
What?
So we have an option. We had an option when she was young to cut it. But she didn't sound like Cindy Brady because that's who I thought she was gonna sound like. But she didn't. But it could be an option for her later because she also can't get like food out of her teeth.
Oh yeah. Really?
She is the very definition of tie-tongued. That's where that comes from. Your tongue is tied.
So where is it now?
It's all the way down here. Like her tongue only lifts up like that.
What? But she speaks normal.
She speaks normal.
Oh, y'all don't fight about the. We're not laughing at her speech thing, but we just want to know if she could get help. Because I feel like in the position that she's in, I would want some type of media training. That's all. In the position that you're in, I think she could get some. Just like they could just, it's just something you do. I feel like Kenya Summer is one of the best. She can go to her and get some training.
No, I mean it's not about. We're not trying to be mean, but I'm like a lisp is. I mean, it's something you can either get therapy for or figure out whatever. I don't even know if her tongue is tied. I know my daughter's is. My husband's is. And he definitely doesn't have and it's crazy. I didn't know that until my daughter was born. It was so funny.
What happened?
Wait a minute. I ain't even know it until my daughter was born. I was like, well, we're going to have to cut that. My husband was like, my tongue is like that. I was like, huh?
Joy.
We was married at least 14 years, man.
Joy, you ain't paying attention to your husband's tongue. That's why you ain't paying attention to Marco.
But he doesn't have a lisp now at all, though. Not even a little bit. Usually I can tell when somebody has a lisp.
Yeah.
I usually could tell a little bit.
But I just want Tish to go to Kenya. I think that Kenya can help her. And I feel like I said, whoever writes her stuff don't need to do X's, P's, S's, and that's it. You can write around those letters.
What do you mean Kenya can help her?
Because Kenya's great at media, public speaking.
Oh.
So if she want to get something for free like normal, maybe Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
Mm.
Oh, really? I'm going to have to look now.
Kenya has gotten Botox.
What'd she say?
She said, I think Kenya has gotten Botox or fillers because her teeth are more exposed.
Like lips.
Yeah.
Really?
Is that what's wrong with Margaret's mouth? And why she...
It could. Oh, I don't know. She got a fish mouth. Like
yeah. Because that's why they call her trout mouth.
Do they know they don't?
Yeah,
Do
literally.
they call her trout mouth?
Yeah.
I love it.
Because I thought it was something wrong with her teeth or something. Because her mouth.
Y'all are so mean. I don't want to be on reality TV.
Right. I'm finna go. I'm finna get off this thing. Bye, Joy. Somebody
Wait, did you hit play on that video, Joy?
I think that's it. Will we have anything else? Or does anybody want to come on?
You know I'm finna get my co-workers tease me about that too. I know I'm finna say something off when I lean in.
When you lean in, yes.
And
child.
whisper. Look, my adult co-workers say that I'm the only adult they know that whisper curse.
You do.
And when I whisper, I always say, God is listening. That's why I whisper. I know I'm wrong. That's why I know I'm wrong.
Well, I think when my eyes get big, I'm about to be bad. But they big anyway. Give me some champagne. What's hot? Okay. What did they toast to at the end? Did y'all understand?
I was so confused.
Okay. That was my last question.
Because I was like, are we scared?
But they didn't agree to nothing. I was like confused.
They must have agreed and want us to see it play out. That's
the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe that's it. Because when she was like, well, let's toast or something, I was like, what they toasting for? Because I hear no agreement on nothing.
My last thing was, what did they toast for?
Do y'all miss Destiny?
No. Oh, Destiny has a podcast coming. It's called Not Unbroken, but not beaten. It's something like that.
Did y'all see Melanie give a shout out to Blaque?
No.
He donated, I think the charcuteries or something.
Uh-huh.
He donated something. And she said, I tried to give you a shout out, but it didn't air. And I was sitting there saying, why would she think they would give a shout out when he done told them they can't talk about him on the show?
Destiny can't say nothing bad.
It don't matter. I wouldn't say nothing. If you he didn't just send it to Destiny, he sent it to the show. You ain't finna get no shout up either.
Oh no. So they don't they didn't show her thing she did, like I said, she has like a foundation. That's probably where she gets her write-offs. But she had like a food drive or something, and she fed people, and they cut it. Ooh. So I wish they would Melody. And so maybe that's when she was going to do something to him. But I wish they wouldn't cut that kind of stuff, because all we see is the
food.
That's why I said I wouldn't have said that on camera. That's really a perfect example of why I wouldn't have. Because you think you doing something charitable and you want it to be seen. They don't want to show. They only going to show the negative part.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying it's no way I would have said that on camera. Now, when the camera stopped rolling, I'd be like, look, I want to feed. We have to figure out a way to make some money off of this. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just certain things at this point I would have, because they're going to paint you bad. Why not? Why are you a contributing factor?
But it's going to be hard to not be yourself if you have to censor yourself, because that makes me mad too when people are authentically themselves. And then, like Wendy, in my opinion, on Potomac, she drafts her, she writes a whole soliloquy of what she gonna say in a script for her family, and that bothers me. So I don't know, is there a happy medium to that? Like, what can we do? And who has said something about Ozempic? If you can give us some, we'll take it. Somebody said something about Margaret needs to eat, and those Ozempic shots has weakened her bones. Well, I said
all of them bad. I need some. I heard it's like $900. I heard it's real expensive.
It's expensive. Even EJ, and EJ was perfect to me. But anyway, go ahead, Misbehaving. We got a few people trying to get on here.
It looked like it worked, though. I just want to know when you lose your liver in 4 years or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing out something.
Something don't happen. Misbehaving. Go ahead, Misbehaving.
Oh, Lord. Y'all got too many people. I'm finna bow out for real.
Misbehaving.
Hey,
no, she got something to say to you before you leave. Go ahead.
Joy, don't you go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere, Joy.
God.
I missed y'all. Where y'all been?
Oh, Lord. I don't know. We were bad.
They have no excuse. They have no excuse.
None.
It's kind of been a limbo kind of time, though. Like the first, it ain't really been, we kind of had some weeks where we didn't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of came to Huntsville, and the first couple of episodes never really give you much to go with.
So we gonna be consistent after that. I was at a conference, but I still could have got on. It's no excuse, y'all. Just ain't.
I'm sorry.
No,
but you know what? These episodes have been boring to me. Real boring, real slow.
I agree. They're
trying to be more positive and more on the business side. So maybe y'all don't want to see that.
This what y'all was begging for.
But Kelly, they're not focusing on the business. Why are we still talking about old drama? Let it go, move on.
Just the party, the Christmas thing with
That's just to get Kiki's part out, and then we might not see her on the show after that.
No.
Okay, can I tell you, ladies, this? I'm confused. I really am, because Stormy can't make up her mind which personality she wants to present.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Multi-personality.
Then she came with the Zen. She was with Bambi painting crystals.
What you call them, sound waves, sound bars, or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah.
She don't know if she want to be hippie or hood. That's what I would put. She don't know what she want to be.
In her mind, her actions are always hood.
And so this season, she's back to hood. But baby, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I like Melody, but I can see when she does something wrong. But honey, these mellometers are crazy. Some of them, not all of them.
Not all of them. But I'm not a mellometer. I like everybody, I think.
Baby.
Wait. You got to think about it.
Look, it's not even just the millimeters. It's some of the content creators on YouTube also. Ooh. I'm like, Lord, have mercy.
They awful.
They're doing too much. You're in people business. You shouldn't be doxing anybody. Like, you're doing too much. Imagine somebody, investigating you like that. I'm like, oh, it's crazy.
Did you see the one that had the funeral for Madonna?
Yeah, I saw
that. Was a hot mess.
I didn't watch it.
I could only watch the first 12 minutes. I had to just stop.
Yeah. But go ahead, Misbehaving. Go ahead. We sorry.
No, you ladies are fine, because I really don't have nothing to say. I mean, it's just all boring. And I cannot stand to see Melody and Martell faking like we're on good terms. You stay on your side of the room, I'll stay on mine. But this is my thinking. I personally, if I was so afraid, or I wouldn't flirt with danger. All money isn't good money, and I would walk away from the show. I know they want her to stay, but I wouldn't, because I wouldn't stay. She's already getting EP credit. She has other sources of revenue coming in.
Are they paid for that? Because I hear people, I don't know how true it is, but I did wonder if it was more vanity, because I remember Quad saying that about Mariah. Are they paid for that, or is it a credit?
I think they get a payment for it. And another thing, I do believe that Martell and Mo, even though they have EP credit, they can say, oh, well, I don't like such and such, but that don't mean they're going to get kicked off. Like, exactly. They don't have as much power as they could. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It makes sense. But what I'm saying, like, your sanity should be worth more. Fame isn't worth it for me. But I can understand, probably the show has allowed her some sort of protection a little bit, as far as the relationship is on display, the behaviors are being shown. But at the end of the day, you should get tired of wanting to argue back and forth.
That would irritate me.
Crazy.
That would irritate me.
That's
why I would be. This is just me. If
snap!
If this was something that I need financially, I would stay, but I would really try to make real bridges, make real steps toward mending, because I couldn't be on this and it'd be negative all the time. Like I would be making some kind of sincere bridges, like, come on, Tisha, me and you gotta talk. Let's hash this out. I know I hurt you and you hurt me. And you have to be able to throw this away and move on because it would be too toxic. I'm a runner anyway. I couldn't sit there. I just couldn't sit there amongst people who are not amongst people, but just amongst all that toxicity. It's toxic.
We won't be seeing much of that anymore, though. Not now that Carlos got a hold of them.
That's what they say.
Kind of gave
I'm looking at Carlos.
That's what I was about to say.
Him.
Do you trust Carlos? Because have y'all been watching the interviews with like he'll interview Tish and he'll be like, "You the show," and then he'll interview Stormy, "You the future of the show." Then he'll interview them like, "You brought everybody on the show." Like, what is that? What is that?
He plays their ego. He plays on their ego.
He does, but he gets confused. Right. You know, when you telling one that, okay, you are the top, this is your show forever, yet you telling Stormy, you are the future of this show. Stormy, I mean, and you know, Stormy loves to hear that lie. I don't know.
What too? I mean, tell me everything. Tell me I'm beautiful. Yeah. Tell me I'm pretty. You know, go ahead.
So can I say that, hey y'all, first
of all.
Okay. So I just feel like the show is so over the top fake. Like I don't think it was a good idea for Carlos to get them to start filming together without having at least 1 or 2 scenes where they're resolving all the stuff that built up with them happening, because you could tell it's fake. You could tell they don't like each other. For real, you can tell. Like
that's why I was saying it has. Like, the chemistry is off. And it
is what it is.
It messes right. So you see it on Potomac. It doesn't feel like a true set of people that like it. That's why I almost wish they had done a pre-conversation about this particular event, because it could have been a really great event. Like, instead of saying, let's do the expo, how do y'all think? You said, well, do you want to make money here? Instead of Tisha she ain't thinking like that. I would have said, that's something for us to discuss. That would have been a logistic, because right now I was thinking free, but if we're talking about paying people, we're gonna have to have a cover charge. So let's talk about that. Would you all want a fee? Because we're going to have to do something different. What are your suggestions? Like, instead of this coming as Tisha, a full plan, and then everybody would feel like everybody's a part of the group.
Because Leanne confused, right?
I think Melody is doing good. Leanne, I think Melody is coming off good. I don't look at her and think she's
I agree. Faking. I think she's coming off fake as hell.
Thank you. I agree.
All are.
Because what? Like, I mean,
hi everybody. I didn't want to cut off anybody. Well, I wanted to say a few things.
She talking.
I don't want to cut her off and cut me off.
See, I can't hear anybody. I can't hear anybody.
I'll call your name, Sandy. Go ahead.
Okay. So she's all about peace, but yet the previews of the next episode, she's not letting Martell into his own child's birthday party.
Well, he can have his own party, Leanne. Come on.
Leanne, I'm with you on that. To me, that was...
So if you were going to a custody battle with your ex, you're going to let him in the party. I mean, I have never...
birthday party, yes.
Hell no.
My birthday party, no.
Hell no. He can have his own party. You trying to take my kids from me? No.
Amen.
Leanne, what do you think about him having his own party? Why does he have to crash hers?
He can have his own party, but I mean, if he wants to come to his show, what is the big deal?
The big deal is Martell acting like a stalker.
It's a punishment, exactly. She knows what she's doing.
Her kids, she cries. I don't have my kids all the time. I never thought I would have to.
That's her fault.
That's a no, it's not.
She's busy as hell. Did you know in the custody battle, right? It went more Martell's way than it went hers. But outside of him,
Martell didn't get any changes in the custody battle. That's
lying about having
that one guy did say that. He kind of
Martell didn't get anything different out of the custody battle, though.
How?
However, the court is looking negatively on him, though, for sure.
Now, wait a minute.
No, on
How
her,
though?
not him.
But Leanne, when you say that, I mean, nothing changed in court. So why do you say it went more Martell's way?
They can't post their kids no more on social media. That was for
Yeah, I
Melody,
heard that.
not
They
Martell.
did not.
Well, that hurts him too, because that's the only way people like him.
But he don't post the
Especially with
kids
his
like that.
kids.
She the one that advertises everything and got the lines with the kids.
But
and all
she's
that
using
extra
some other
stuff.
kids, so she's doing that. She's still making money. Because if you go to her
Yeah,
Instagram,
she gets
on
her mom to post
Instagram
it now.
stuff, she has a lot of
So
little
he
natural.
doesn't make them on there.
She gets her
though,
mom to
honey.
post it now.
Oh,
She has, but she on her page, she has these natural looking, beautiful, natural looking kids with natural hair with Sugar Mama's products right now. So she's still gonna do it. And Sugar Mama has a
That's on
billboard.
her.
And Sugar Mama has a billboard now, so he didn't hurt her. Go ahead though.
But I just think it's fake. Like, for instance, when they was at the spa and everybody was talking about their part in the clear messiness that Melody had at that party, and she just act like she was the only one that is not supposed to speak on the fucked up shit she did. I just don't understand why she never has to speak on anything she does to somebody, but everybody else has the respect enough to hash it out with each other and speak to each other.
Nobody asked her a question about it that she didn't address.
Tiffany did. Tiffany did.
Oh, what did Tiffany say?
Oh,
Tiffany asked her, and Melody
said, "Why are you
her eyes
friends with
closed or
Kiki?"
whatever she did. Like, she didn't want to answer. Oh, I don't have time for that. She never has time when somebody's asking her about something she did. Ever.
She was asking her, why does she kind of like Kiki? And Melody said, well, Kiki's a good person. You know, Tiffany just wanted to say, but she went against her family. What did you want Melody to say about that?
What she got her to come there for? She know why everybody know why she asked Kiki there.
Okay, so then that's probably
from the questioning, you could tell why they asked Kiki there, and they said a lot more happened than what we saw.
Of course, I'm sure. But so I feel like in some of these situations, on everybody's part, they did if they do, they did if they don't. Because if she would have went in like then Melody want a moment, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But if she sit back and she quiet, oh, now she want to be quiet. So it's like you can't win for losing on anybody's end on these shows, because nothing they do is gonna make you happy half the time. People half the time, somebody gonna be mad, somebody not. But I would not let him in my child's party. I just would not. If you're trying to, if a custody battle, you're just not coming in.
He shouldn't even try to. He knows if he wasn't invited, and he knows that's going to cause issues. He knows it is.
I mean, she don't have her kids on holidays. She don't be like, I want to come on Christmas because you got them. Can I come? She don't do that to him. And I know she wants to be with them. So why does he feel like he can do it to her? I just don't understand why people don't expect.
Because he's not playing with a full deck.
Yeah. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Callie. How are you? Hi, Joy. Well, I tell you, there's a couple of things that will come to my mind. I think from the way the show is being slanted now, it looks like Tisha and Kimmy they trying to bring about half of the comeback group and call it something else. I'm wondering if Mel decided that she would work with the women as opposed to the men. That's number one. And the other thing that's outstanding, I don't know how Tisha wants her cousin Courtney to quit her job.
Sandy, right.
Oh my God!
Ain't no way in the world I would leave
I love you.
The job to go work.
But I'm sorry, I cannot put my mortgage, my future on a hope or a whim. No, I can't do that. I got bills that have to be paid every month. I
just say right, Sandy,
and have it break off. They ain't got nothing to show for what. So how is she going to offer her position?
I'm with you. I couldn't believe it when she asked her that. Now that I'm going to talk to Kiki, then you have to come work for me, please. That was fake. I bet that lady was more trying to work for Kiki than the man was trying to get home on the moon.
I feel like that was a fake scene because her cousin was like, "Yeah, I'll come work for you if you meet with Kiki." Like, no, you're gonna meet with the cousins,
right?
Anything else? Nothing else ain't standing out to me. That's just the only thing is I can't believe people feel like she should let him in that party.
She should not.
Man was there, and she didn't want her man and Martell in the same room.
He shot himself in the foot when he was a no-show at the at the court that he requested a showing, okay, and he no showed. The court doesn't take kindly when you bring an action and you don't show up. Oh my!
He no showed, and at the no show he asked for a continuance while they were there, so he didn't show up. But then somebody came in.
No, but there was nobody to represent him either, so he was
somebody did come.
But he still was a no show. He still was a no show.
He hasn't been paying his attorneys, so they don't show for him.
What'd you say?
I don't know. Leanne was saying that it was worse because Mel can't show the kids on social media, but he can't either. And I feel like that's the only time he got a lot of comments under his post where you're a great dad. You're a great dad. Now what they gonna say to him?
You're a great dad over the phone?
I hear he's back living with his mother.
I don't know if that's true.
Really?
Why would he be living with her?
Well, that house went up for sale that he was leasing or whatever.
I did hear about that.
I don't know. And is it true? I'm wondering if he couldn't keep the lights on, so she had to pay his power bills when her kids was over there. I don't know how much any of this is true.
Yeah.
But my kids couldn't go there. I mean, she actually has to pay his power bill.
Joy got some
for the benefit. Okay. So that means she also have to make sure that there's food in that house.
But my question is, why is that why he was asking for her money, like what she made? And some people can't hear us, so a few people's like, I can't hear. That's why I put that message in. I don't know what's going on, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I couldn't hear any of the others either. Can y'all fix that?
I don't know. You had that same problem last time too.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what's up with that.
And Leanne put a message saying she couldn't hear. I don't know if Misbehaving could hear or not either, but they didn't answer my last thing, even though they're on. So I don't know.
Let's just blame it on the millimeters. I mean, because
everything gets blamed on the millimeters. I just feel like people are very hard on Mel.
They are.
And no matter what she does, they're going to find something wrong with it. Because I feel like there was a teaching moment when she said, well, what's the pay? What's the fee? Because a lot of people don't know that, especially in our community. They don't realize they're not, other people are getting paid while they're just offering stuff for free.
Right.
And so I feel like that was a valid question. Like, and if I'm going to post on my social media, am I going to get money? Because people get money to post as an influencer. On social media.
That's because Mel is a business person, okay, you see. And she's business minded. So, of course, she knows about these things. So she's upfront. And she will address that head on, okay? Yeah. Which is, I think that's a good thing, okay?
But people are mad at her for that. I didn't realize.
They can still be mad. They can tell their story walking as long as the money comes in my pocket. That's all I care about.
I mean, let's just be clear. I mean, why are they mad at her for that?
I don't know. Because remember, Joe was like, people are saying it's grimy and it's slimy. And I'm thinking, how?
I can't wait till they get beyond saying that everything Martell fails at is because of Melody. I don't get that.
No.
I just don't get it. Okay.
But they're saying that, I did hear that she couldn't show the kids on social media and he couldn't either. But she's found a way around that. If y'all go to her social media, these kids, and I mean, you don't normally see Black kids with their hair in this natural state because it's taboo. You know, everybody got a little straight to it. No, these kids have their kinky curls. They're using Sugar Mama's products. It looks very pretty and natural.
Oh, wow.
I've seen them. Do you think that will be successful?
I think
absolutely.
I think so. People are loving the commercials. And I think some of the kids are singing like Sugar Mama, you know, the song.
Oh, wow.
And then she has a billboard with Sugar Mama on it.
Oh, does she have a billboard?
Yeah, she has billboards out now.
She
didn't say billboard. So she's able to put it on billboards.
Let me go.
Go, Mel.
So she's going to find a way to continue. But I don't understand why, as a man, you would want to stop her from making money.
Because he's not getting
he doesn't have the ability to make it. So, you know, it's like sour grapes, okay?
That's crazy. You know,
he knows he shot himself in the foot, okay? And now he's limping. And so he's got to live with that the rest of his life. I mean, he had the golden goose and he messed that up.
Now he with Sheree, who can't even market herself.
Okay, y'all. How about
Sheree
went
is
to
a
type
basket
in.
case. She just goes. But I'm wondering that Sheree was only interested in one thing. Okay, supposedly the BDEs.
The what?
The BDE, the big D.
Google BDE.
Oh.
You did not, Sandy. Sandy, no, you did not.
Oh, she said Google it, child.
Google BDE.
You know what BDE is.
And that's all Sheree is interested, because Sheree was on hiatus when her jailbird was in the clink. Okay, so she wasn't getting any. She was supposedly saving it for him, and then she showed up at the restaurant, and he no-showed. So right now she's looking at that VPL, and she says, "Ooh,
it's bad." You know what that is, right, Patty? The VPL.
Yeah, visible panty line.
Print. No, for the man.
Print. Yeah. So
listen, I went to type in Sugar Mama so I could see her billboards. So hopefully no one else will type it in, because it goes right to a porn site. What the hell? Yes. Now, how is she spelling her sugar?
I don't know.
Oh, she's doing SUGA. So I typed in Sugar Mama, and
it was a porn.
And it's several porn billboards.
Please don't let. Oh, Jesus.
SUGA or maybe AA. Maybe she spelled it a little bit differently.
Yeah, I'm looking at her. I found her product itself. It's SUGA.
Girl, get off sugar. Be a sugar baby.
So that's what it says. Yeah, okay. I want to find the billboard. Where'd you hear that at? Huh?
It was in some group. I should have screenshot it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and find it so I can share it.
Oh, here it is. Here's a video with the commercial.
Okay.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. And it's a billboard.
Sugar Mama is so cutie pie.
She is.
I guess we'll be back. Can I come back Monday? I don't know. I think I have. Yeah, I can. I don't have anything to make
Monday. Okay. All right.
What time?
I don't know. 5:30. I get. Well, what are we doing? Are we doing 2 shows? Maybe 5.
What two shows are you gonna do?
Huntsville and help me, people. Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this Atlanta's weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So try that. Oh, I don't know what it's gonna open.
Adorable moments with Sugar Mama. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
What you want? She said, I want apple juice.
But you gonna see do you see the billboard?
Hold on.
Just keep watching it. I'll send it to you too, Sandy.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
yeah.
Goodness. Look at the
I know it. I'm so proud.
Oh,
we put up our thing and then we can get off and keep talking, though. Because we some talkers, y'all. So, Sandy, I'm going to ask you what you've been doing and stuff when we get off. Everybody, here's our QR code. Thank you for joining us. Next week, we'll be doing Atlanta and Huntsville. So we'll be here about 5-ish. Thank you all for joining. Hopefully our sound issues will be better next week. But if not, the replay, hopefully it'll sound good. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.